What's up, guys? Collector B here, and we have a special Saturday video.
Oh my gosh.
It is also video number
100!
100! Can't believe it. So we've been doing this for about a year and a half now, and 100 videos. So crazy. Came up like that. I appreciate all you guys watching all my videos.
So if we could get to 1,000 subs, that would be wonderful, people. It would make him so happy.
It would, but you guys are awesome anyways. All 993 of you who keep watching and have subbed, you guys are amazing. I really appreciate it. So, 100th video, we are doing it on a Saturday because guess what? I have stuff for Sunday as well. Holy crap.
Oh.
So, hey, that was pretty good. So, yeah, you know, we've had some really slow weeks the last couple weeks. And then, of course, this week, it's just everything, you know, and that's just what it is when you're a collector. It's, oh, I don't find nothing, don't find nothing, don't find nothing. Okay, I find 40 things. And
what was it, Wednesday? You still didn't find anything?
Yeah, Wednesday, nothing.
Or you found something Wednesday?
I think Moltres. Well, we'll see tomorrow what we found on Wednesday. But yeah, so we got a mail call, and then I do have stuff for tomorrow as well. So super, super cool. So thank you for joining me, and we will have a video tomorrow. And the pop segment will be back tomorrow. It won't be in this video because we have a whole Build-A-Figure wave. Woo! So let's get into it. So Mcfarlane Toys. This is off of Mcfarlane Toy Store, and this is the Speed Metal Wave. Now, Speed Metal is obviously from the comics with Batman Metal, Batman Death Metal, so really cool. When I first saw this wave, I really didn't have much interest, but the Build-A-Figure, so I wish I could have just bought the Build-A-Figure, but these actually look really cool. So we are going to open all of them up, build this Build-A-Figure, and see what we got. So let's get into it. We're going to save the two I actually was probably going to keep anyways for last. But we have Garrick Flash, and this is like the older Flash. I'm not a huge fan of this. It's, you know, it's okay. I know there's a lot of people that do like this Flash. I had a buddy who I ended up finding the Mattel version of this a long time ago, and he wanted it, so I ended up giving that to him. But, you know, of course, the one my least favorite comes with the head of the Build-A-Figure.
Of course.
So yeah, had to grab him. So he looks pretty good, though, I will say. And the one thing I will say about this wave is they do come with a lot of effects, which is kind of interesting. So let's go ahead and open Garrick. I'm going to be 100% honest. Because I don't have much interest in this guy, I don't really know much about him. So don't hate on me for that. But, you know, it is what it is. So we're going to open him up. Here we go. I was waiting for you.
Yeah, I know. I was going.
So, thanks. So, again, card and stand. And I will show the cards because on the back of the box, they don't show the cards. So, yeah, I'm not a huge fan of these cards when it's just the figure on there.
Yeah, I'd rather the comic book stuff, like you
agreed.
said.
And what's interesting with that is they could have grabbed these from Speed Metal Comics. Like, they really could have, but whatever. So, there he is in the box. And, of course, he comes with the head, the tiny head.
It's actually in
there.
the plastic. He's out of the box.
Well, you know, would you like to review this for me?
Well, if you want me to.
All right, so let's pop open all these effects, and they are all zip tied in, which is kind of interesting. What I think is cool, though, about this wave, I feel like you could just mix and match these effects with a lot of these guys, even if they're not, you know, that color, but they're all flashes, so kind of works. So you get these two are pretty similar, kind of lightning effects. They're okay. Look like maybe they go on his ankles. I'm not exactly sure. Or his arms, where they all go. Looks like maybe those go on his... I think those either go on his arms or his ankles, for sure. But then these ones are just a little... Thanks, Stu. These are a little bit bigger. Kind of the same thing, but just a little bit bigger. So you kind of get the same effects, though, two of the same. Which, you know, that's all right. Is what it is. We are going to do something different, though, with this Build-A-Figure. I'm not going to put it together until we have all the pieces out, and I'm not even going to really do anything with it until all the pieces are out. So, we got the head. I'm not even going to show you guys the head. You have to wait.
Well,
so you can either fast forward
No, you don't fast forward. Watch
Or
the
you
whole
can wait.
video.
So let's open up Mr. J. Garrett. Garrick. Garrick. Not Garrett. Ugh. Come here, buddy.
So is this like Safari Flash?
Safari Flash?
Yeah.
No, it's not Safari Flash.
His hat looks like a
No,
Safari
it
hat.
really doesn't at all. My goodness. If you guys think it looks like Safari Flash, let me know.
Well, not the colors or anything.
No, he just did not want to come out of there. The zip tie was broke. Oh, let's do the collector B. Okay. So here he is. He's actually a lot beefier than I thought he would be. Yeah, see, I'm just not a big fan of this guy. I don't know. He's okay. So here is Jay Garrick. So I might be giving this away later. We'll see. Because I don't have much interest. I don't think it looks bad. His costume and everything's just not for me. I've never been a huge fan. I do like his helmet. His helmet's pretty cool.
Oh, it's a helmet?
It kind of, well, it looks like it's metal almost. Kind of reminds me of Kung Lao's hat, you know? He's just
kind of like,
but,
I get it, but
yeah.
more like Safari.
And I forgot, I don't remember, I don't know why his face is half yellow.
He gets struck by lightning.
It's not Zenitsu, okay? So you guys are going to have to let me know because I honestly do not remember. Let me put his arms down and we will do kind of the sideways view. There he is. I mean, I think it looks good. I don't think it looks bad at all. I like his jacket. I like the chains around him. You know, the armor pieces look really cool. It's just not one of my favorite figures. And I would say if you are probably a fan of him, you will probably really like it. I think it looks pretty decent. The paint apps are good. He feels really tight to me. We'll see when we move him around, but I think it looks good. Just, again, not my favorite Flash. I'm not a huge Flash fan to begin with, and this one just doesn't really appeal to me. So,
Hold the phone.
Oh, hold the phone, E.T. Phone, hold the phone. I don't know.
Stupid.
The one thing I don't really like his shirt. It looks like it's supposed to be a lightning bolt, but it's just kind of crazy. And, I mean, I guess, I don't remember. I mean, well, that's the I don't know why I'm looking at the card. It's literally the picture of the figure. But yeah, kind of interesting.
So
I don't know. I do like though that it does seem like I think you could take this off.
Take it off.
I really do.
Take it off.
That's what she said. We'll try to take it off, but give me 1 sec. Let's mess around. I do like that these chains as well are not like stuck on there. You can kind of move them, which is nice. That's pretty cool. And again, you know, these are cool. Back pieces are pretty cool. It's just not my favorite. So, articulation, obviously, it's going to be the same. He does have the bicep swivel. Arms move good. He has the regular wrist joints. He can flex out pretty well. His knees are actually pretty good. He sounds stiff as a bone to me. No thigh swivel like usual, but he does come with that toe joint, which is great. I think the toe joint is necessary for these Flash figures. So, necessary? See, but here's the thing. This is so tight. I'm going to have to pop the arms off, I
Don't
think.
do that.
So, but you guys get the gist. I'm not going to take it off, but you definitely could take this off. It's not on there all the way, which is nice. So if you just wanted that red shirt, I just really don't like this piece. I don't understand. It's like he's wearing a scarf almost. Well, I just feel like if this came to a point more, it would be better. But that red, like, piece is just kind of all over it. I'm not a huge fan. But I will say I think it would look better, honestly, without the jacket. I do think. We might pause the video and maybe I'll try to do it and we'll insert it, but we'll see. So he's not bad. I think he's decent looking. I actually do think he's pretty decent. The head, you do have good movement in the head and it can go all the way around. Not like you really need it to, but up and down's pretty good. And like I said, his helmet's pretty cool. The only thing though is when they do stuff like this, they bend. So this one's a little bent. This one's a lot higher than that one, but you know, it is what it is. So as far as these pieces, Reese's pieces, I don't really know which one goes where, to be honest with you guys. And honestly, I don't care that much because, I mean, like, you can pretty much put them wherever the heck you want. So, those, I believe these big ones, like most of the flashes, the only thing is, like, he has this thing here, so it's kind of hard to get it around his ankle here. Okay, so you can get those on actually pretty easily on the ankle, which is nice. I really do think these are probably for the ankles because usually they do the bigger ones. I did that upside down on the legs, and then you have these smaller ones on the arms usually. I could be wrong, and if I'm wrong, then I guess you'll have to buy it and put it on yourself. So honestly, I actually think the effects are pretty cool. I really like those ankle effects. I think they actually make him look a lot better with those on his ankles. And they stay really well, which is nice because the flash effects from the Justice League Flash don't stay very well for me at all. These are a lot more plasticky and stay a little bit. So you could definitely get him. I'm not going to be able to get him to stand because he's not in a very good pose because he's pretty stiff right now. But you could definitely get him with some cool posing with those effects. So I actually do really like the effects. The effects are pretty nice. I might put them on to other people maybe, and then put his head down like he's. Where'd he go? You can't see him. So there he is. You know, like I said, I don't necessarily think this is a bad figure. I just am not a huge fan of this Flash. So depends if you are or not, and you know, you may like him, you may not. I do like the effects though. I think the effects are actually really, really cool, like I said. So, and like I said, he did come with the Build-A-Figure head, but you'll see that in a little bit. So, next one we got is Kid Flash. Now, this one too, you know, I'm not a huge fan of Kid Flash. It's okay. I actually think this looks a lot better in person than when I first saw the pictures, and I actually might keep it now because it looks pretty cool. I like his costume a lot.
It looks pretty big for a kid.
Okay. Anyways. But same thing here. You know, no picture. I mean, the card picture's all the way down there. But it's kind of weird that they do that they just show the Build-A-Figure on every part, especially because you have a picture of the Build-A-Figure on the front of the box as well, which is, you know, down in this corner. So I really do like that Build-A-Figure picture, which is really cool, but then you don't get a card of the Build-A-Figure.
Yeah, that's
so it's kind of a bummer because I think that looks really cool. No, they never do. And again, he comes with a ton of effects, which is cool. So I do like that he decided to give all these Flashes effects, but like I wish he would do that with Superman. Give Superman some laser vision. Give him a flight stand. Come on. But you can give Flash all these effects. So here is Kid Flash. Like I said, he's not my favorite, but okay, so his card shows me where all the effects goes. Wow, that one goes around his chest. Interesting. So there is the card, and you can see he's got one that goes on his chest, and then there's a bunch that go all over. I did not realize, but his glasses are messed up on mine. They got a lot of stuff. So there he is in the box. He comes with the torso of the Darkest Knight. So it's a pretty decent sized torso. So I'm curious how big this guy's going to be. And then what is that? 5 effects? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 effects. Pretty cool. So a lot of effects here for a Build-A-Figure wave, which is pretty awesome. So I believe this whole wave you can still get on McFarlane Toy Store. I believe. I haven't checked since I bought it. I also know that they did come out with another Kid Flash. It is, I believe it's gold label, and he's actually in his yellow suit that he's actually originally in. I will not be getting that one because the only reason I got this one is for the Build-A-Figure, like I said. So, but that should be on McFarlane Toy Store as well. And if you guys don't know, McFarlane Toy Store, the shipping's a little more expensive. Like, if you have Amazon Prime, you obviously get free shipping and stuff like that. Shipping's a little bit more expensive, but man, when it's up in stock, he ships this stuff quick. I mean, super quick. I'm really surprised how quickly stuff comes. So, you have 2 effect pieces here. I believe these go on the ankles as well, but again, I believe these are both the same. They look pretty close to the same. Maybe a little
That's
different there.
different
Maybe a
there.
tad bit different. But you have both of those. And then you've got these two, which I believe these two go on his arms, possibly. These are a little thinner than Mr. Garrick over there, but these aren't bad either. So you have these two. These two look pretty similar as well. And then, like I said, he also does come with a chest piece effect, which is kind of cool. I'm actually kind of excited to see how that looks on him, because it kind of looks like Zed's effects from Power Rangers. So, but it's like a whole chest piece there. So that's kind of cool. I'm actually kind of excited about that. And cut. And cut. And like I said, he comes with the torso, which you guys don't get it. You will see shortly. Shortly.
I can see it.
I can see it. Well, I meant you're not going to see it put together. So, let's pull out Mr. Kid Flash. And again, I don't know a ton about Kid Flash either. So, you know, it is what it is. But let's pull him out.
Jeez.
He was running. Get it? No? Okay. So, here he is. I actually really like how skinny he is. Which is funny, because usually I like the more beefy figures. But his arm's pretty loose. But, yeah, kind of a bummer. I think this costume looks great, though, honestly. But he does have some scuffs on his glasses, which is kind of a bummer, because I was actually kind of excited that he has his glasses on. So there he is. I like the costume. I like that he almost put these effect pieces on there for you, because they're not really like most of his figures' costumes. Most of them don't have that. Sorry, I think I got a bum foot too. His ankle's pretty messed up. Let me see if I can get him to stand in a okay manner. Might have to pull out the stand for this guy. Okay. But yeah, I do like the costume. I love the colors. I think the colors look really good. The white, the gray, the red. It's not just all white and red or gray and red. Looks good. His face looks good. Again, like I said, I wish the glasses didn't have those scuffs on him. That's fine. I know he's kind of bent funny. I'll try to repose him and get him on there a little bit more. It's not that
bad, though.
No, there's a nice black scuff on it, though, for sure. Let me do... Yeah, this right ankle is pretty jacked, but that's okay. But he's really skinny, especially compared to Mr. Garrick there. He's super skinny. I do really like in the costume, though, that all of that does look like the effects. It's kind of like shiny almost, which is really cool. And I mean, the paint's really cool. I really like his legs. Almost reminds me of like some Power Rangers stuff, which looks really cool. And then in the back, there is his back. And again, I really like that these are kind of translucent. Same with up here. Those are really cool. He's actually a pretty decent figure. I'm actually really surprised. I was not a fan of how a lot of these looked when they decided to make this wave, but I think it's pretty decent, honestly.
Got a pretty nasty scuff on the shoulder, too.
On his left shoulder? I'll have to take a look. But he does look good. I think they did a pretty good job. Oh, yeah. Interesting. I do like, you know, they did his fade right. His hair looks good. And those pieces on his head look pretty good as well. I just think the costume looks really good with all these translucent pieces on it. It really kind of will give you that effect of him running if you get him in a good pose, you know. So, as far as articulation, you know, same thing. We're not going to go deep into it, but he does have the toe joint. Again, I think I got a bum ankle there, so nothing, you know, nothing crazy. Does have the bicep swivel. His arms are super skinny. This arm feels pretty loose to me. He's kind of got that butterfly joint, I think, is in there. Kind of like the Build-A-Figure ones. And his head can go pretty far up and pretty far down and around town, right? Around town. Okay. So, I like it. I actually really like this one. I will probably end up keeping him. He's pretty decent, and yeah, I think he looks good. So, as far as the effects, let me
You can't. It's cheating.
Well, I'm cheating. So, okay. So, this definitely goes on the front. I don't know what side goes which way, though. I'm guessing that's the back. Maybe. I might have put this on backwards, maybe not.
Let me see.
That's kind of cool. I think that's how it would go, right? Yeah, nope, that's how it goes. Because goes, these come down on there. So that's cool. Man, it's hard to tell what piece is what, though, for sure. Like I said, I would think these are the leg pieces. Interesting. I don't really know how these connect. And if they're supposed to be, like, in the card, it almost shows them just, like, wrapped around his leg instead of, like speed effects. So almost like this on the card. Actually, that kind of works. So again, these are probably going in the wrong spots. So, you know, it is what it is. But that's what's nice about these effects is you can put them wherever. And then these will probably go on the arm. Sure. I'm not a huge fan of these. These are pretty skinny and I don't know, probably putting them in the wrong spot, but that one does not want to stay. I'm not really sure where this one's supposed to go at all. We'll just do it like that because the box kind of shows him not like running with stuff. So there's the effects. I mean, kind of crazy. I'm not a huge fan of these two at all. I actually really like the chest. See, those just fall. Again, those might end up going on the legs. The chest piece looks good, and these back ones are actually pretty cool here. So it's kind of crazy how many effects he's given these guys, though. Very surprising, actually, to me. So these guys, yeah, I don't know. I'm probably doing these all wrong, but, you know, whatever. He's a pretty decent figure, though. I'm actually really surprised. I actually do really like this guy. I love his legs. I think his legs look really cool, and I do like that chest piece. And like I said, all the effects on him are really cool. So, not bad. So, there is Kid Flash, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to get him to stand, though. If you guys see his ankle here. Oh, gosh. I caught him, but he lost an effect. I don't know if he is going to stand very well. I'm sure right as I open something else, he is going to fall. I do like the effects, at least the arm ones, for Mr. Garrick, and he stands a lot better, and you can see how much bigger he is than Kid Flash. Again, like the wife said, he's a kid, but he's a lot bigger. He's a lot beefier, and he's a lot taller. So there's those two, and again, 9 effects between those two. Kind of crazy. I know some of them are the same, but effects are effects. So there you go. So there's Kid Flash. So we did 2 of the 4 right now. So now we've got my last 2. And these 2, if I'm going to collect Flash, this is who I'm getting. And you may say, well, you're pretty boring because it's Wally West and Barry Allen. But I like Barry Allen and Wally West. So, boom! Barry Allen. So, Barry Allen right here. Really cool. I do like the dark on this. Now, it's kind of funny. We still have not found Dark Flash. And I really want Dark Flash. I think Dark Flash looks really, really cool, and I kind of wish he was almost in this wave instead of just this Barry Allen, but that's okay. Same thing, back of the box is exactly the same. But he does come with 4 effects. He comes with the legs, and he has the red and black suit, which is pretty cool. So, let's pop open Mr. Barry Allen. Kind of interested to see if the Flash movie even happens because of stupid... whatever his name is. Ezra Miller. That dude, man. I actually really liked him as the Flash. But he's nuts. Yeah, he is nuts, crazy. Man. Like, me and the wife have had this conversation. They need to just go get Justin Long to replace him. Seriously. Because he almost looks just like him. So, alright. See, this card's better. It's not great, though. It literally looks like they took a picture of the action figure and just popped it into the background really bad. So there it is. I just mean the Flash looks cool in it. But yeah, it's not a very great card. I'm not a huge fan of these cards. I don't think they're great. I don't know why he does this, though. But he has such a pissed off look on his face, though. It's really funny. So there he is in the plastic, and you can see how long those legs are. I have a feeling this Build-A-Figure is going to be a pain in the butt to stand. So just, you know, just good thoughts for me, please, people. All right, so let's cut these pieces out. Getting really sick and tired of all these plastic zip ties, though. But at least Mcfarlane has not gone to windowless boxes. I, as a collector, Mcfarlane, appreciate that. So thank you very much. All right, so you got 2 pieces here. I believe these are the leg pieces. Could be wrong. These effects are really cool, though. I love how these look. And what's crazy, too, is when you look at these effects and you look at all these other ones, look how different they are.
Mm-hmm.
These are thick, not shiny. These are shiny and not thick. These are thick and shiny. That's what she said. So pretty cool. I'm glad they're like just not all the same effects for every single flash in this. So, and then you've got these 2 effects which look exactly the same. And maybe we could attach wings to him, see? Caw, caw. I know, stupid.
Oh
I'm sorry, guys.
gosh.
It's stupid. It's Saturday. I'm not usually used to doing videos on Saturday, so.
Yeah, blame it on Saturday.
Okay. All right. Let's. Pop these legs out. I have a feeling I'm gonna break these legs. I just do. You didn't see it. You didn't see it. Not. There we go. Didn't hit the bottom one though. It's just nowhere good to cut for this guy. Oh. Leg 1 and leg 2. Alright, so let's get open Mr. Barry Allen. And out of all of them, like I said, I think this one and the Wally West were the ones that I was going to keep, if I was going to keep any of them. But I do actually like that Kid Flash. I can't. He like double zip tied all their torsos, so it's like super hard to get in there. I do need some smaller scissors, so if somebody would like to donate me some smaller scissors, I'm just kidding. Okay, so I actually really like this, except for one thing. Yeah. It's pretty solid, actually. I mean, it's nothing amazing, but, oh man, dude. I swear, I either get really good ankle joints with Mcfarlane or just some really bad ones. So, I love the costume. I really do. I like the, like, effects on his arms almost look like scars, which is great, but I hate his face. I really do not like that face. He looks pissed, but he doesn't even look pissed. He almost looks constipated, which is kind of annoying.
Yeah, he's waiting in the line
at the DMV.
Or I was going to say for the bathroom.
Or the bathroom. But, like, he just looks pissed. I'm just not, I don't know. I really like the costume. I really like the colors. I don't really have much of a complaint on him. I just don't think the head sculpt is that great. I don't think it looks terrible. I just wish I would have had maybe like a screaming head sculpt or something, like when he's running, you know, but...
And none of these flashes, by the way, it goes from their back just straight down. No butt on any of these.
I think Garrick has the bigger butt.
But all of it's like...
Why are you checking out action figures' butts? My goodness. I guess Collector B don't have a butt either, so I'll just go with that. But, I mean, I really do like his costume. I like actually all these costumes, but the face is just kind of a miss for me. I really wish he would have some emotion in that face to where you pose him when he's running, he just doesn't look like he's doing nothing, you know? It's just... I don't know. It's just kind of annoying. But he is super skinny as well. He's got some paint chips all up in his arm, though. So that arm is just kind of crusted. There's just paint chipping everywhere there. He's really skinny too. He has no butt. Look at that. I mean,
No,
that
but
thing
you
is flat. Yeah,
stand
I
up
know.
Kid Flash
He
too,
is,
and
he
same
is
thing.
flat. So, again, same thing. Same joints. Bicep swivel, everything. Head goes up, head goes down. We're not even going to turn his head all the way around. It's pretty tight. He's actually, to me, feels the best, though. I feel like he's a little skinnier than both of them, that you could probably get him in some great poses. The other thing, interesting. I didn't realize he had that on his fist.
Yeah.
The other thing I'm not a fan of with all of these, every single one.
Jeez.
Oh, he's the only one. All of them have fist hands. That's it.
Why don't they have?
So you run with like this, I guess. I don't know. That's kind of annoying. I wish they would have came with some flat hands. That would have been great. But all right. So I mean, he's not bad. I do like him. I think the costume looks great. I'm not a huge fan of this face at all. So let's hook on some effects here. Okay. You guys will have to let me know if you guys are picking this wave up, what you think, and if you like the Flash. I know a lot of people do like the Flash. I've never been a huge fan. I don't know. I do like the Flash in the Justice League animated series because he's very goofy and he likes Hawk Girl, which is funny. But and she makes a joke about him being the fastest man alive with everything. Get it? This is a family channel. Be quiet. Okay. These effects are kind of annoying. I do like the leg effects.
Thought you were gonna give him wings.
No, we're not giving him wings. He'll be pissed. Sure. There is his effects. Again, nothing amazing, and again, he's in a regular standing pose because they all have fists, so they're not running. So there it is. He's really skinny. He's not bad. I actually thought this one would be like one of my favorites, and it's just kind of okay to me. I don't think it's better than any of the other Barry Allens he has done. I think the red and the original Barry Allen looks the best still to me. So there he is. You can see height again. He's about the same height-wise as Garrick, but he's pretty skinny. He's actually skinnier than Kid Flash as well. And yeah, like the wife said, no butt. No butt at all. So there is Mr. Barry Allen. I do like the colors. I do like the costume. Face is kind of a miss. But, all right, so this is probably the one that I was looking forward to the most because I already have this figure. So I know it's going to be decent. So it is Wally West, and it is pretty much the exact same figure as the Wally West that has been out, except he is blue, which he is blue in the comics as well. It's an alternate suit, so pretty cool. The only thing I think I'm going to have a complaint about with this, I am almost 100% positive they gave him the exact same effects. I'm pretty sure this is the exact same figure, just blue. But, I do think this Wally West figure is really good. So I'm okay getting one that's blue to complete this Build-A-Figure piece. These three are kind of okay. I really don't know if I'm going to keep these or not. I might let them go for a giveaway, or I might let them go for super cheap. We'll see. We will see what happens. So here is the box. And there he is. As you can see, what is his hand doing? It's open.
Flat.
Holy crap. So he does come with a flat hand. He is the only one, which is kind of annoying. And I actually didn't even notice that when we opened these out of the box yesterday, when the mail call came. So, I don't know. It's a little chilly up here
Yeah,
today,
I got
isn't it?
chills.
Yep, it is. So, and again, what's interesting is all his effects, none of them are zip tied in. They are taped in. And I believe that is exactly how it was for the red version.
Exactly that.
Exactly that. It's like they made the red version and then just said, okay, let's just add an extra spot for some Build-A-Figure pieces. So you have the tiny effect there. I believe these are all exactly the same. Another tiny effect. Then you have these two bigger effects that are pretty much those. But then you have these effects, and I am actually a fan of these effects. I think these are actually pretty decent. So you have this effect, which is really big, which I like, and it has a peg. All these two are pegs, which are cool. And then you have this one, which I wasn't a fan of when we first opened it. Do you remember?
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, it moves! Yeah,
so cool.
So really cool. So yeah, they're the exact same effects, and I will kind of show you guys what I'm talking about if you have not watched the video where I opened the other one. And he comes with the arms.
But you only got one.
That would suck, right? Could you imagine? That would suck. Or if they were the same. Okay. As you say that, and they probably
are. The feet different?
Sure, we'll find out.
Oh, okay.
We will find out. Okay, let's get Wally West. And I honestly, I wasn't going to pick up the first Wally West. And then we saw him at Walmart, right? And I was like, and my buddy wanted him. And I was like, dang, he actually looks pretty cool. So we picked him up. And he's actually one of my...
You're having issues today.
Yeah, he's one of my more favorite Flash figures that I have. So... Spirit Fingers. I can actually put him in a running pose, but we'll kind of put him like this for now. So he does look pretty much exactly the same, I believe. Man, I don't know what it is with this wave, but these feet are horrendous. All right, so there is the blue Wally West version. So I do really like the blue. I think the blue looks great, and I've read the comics where he is in the blue, which is awesome. Again, these pieces on his head are off. This one's going up, this one's going down. Is what it is. The suit's not much different though from the red one, and I will bring that in here and show you in 1 second. But for Wally West, jeez, I do really like this. There they go. Like his foot, man. I got him. Okay. So, I mean, for Wally West, I do really like this figure in general. So the blue version is cool to me as well. I love the dark blue. Sorry, he's doing a pelvic thrust. It is what it is. I like the light blue. It looks good. His hair looks good. I think the hair is exactly the same, but I thought it looked good on the first version. That's going to really tick me off, though, that those are off. That really sucks. Is what it is. I'll try to bend it back a little bit, but there he is, and you can see he has the peg hole in the back. I'll show you what that's for. And again, no butt, especially because he's doing pelvic thrust. So here is him, and here is the red one, which I actually really, really like this guy. Man, you know what? He stands perfect for me where I have him displayed. Okay, there he is. So, what? Exactly the same, right?
His face looks a little different. I mean, it's like very minimal, but I think his face is different. Is it not?
I honestly, so...
And his hair's brighter in the blue than it is. Or maybe it's just the light.
Interesting. Yeah, I think the hair is the same. It looks darker in the blue to me.
Oh.
But the only difference, he has that symbol on top of his head. Mm-hmm. He doesn't. I also think this one's eyes are looking sideways, and this one is not. But the costume is exactly the same. And then you can see where the effect pieces go, except this one's things on its head are straight. They're not bent, Mcfarlane. So, yeah, I mean, it is kind of a bummer when, man, I should never have moved him. Now all my toys are going to fall. That's the one thing when I do these videos for you guys and try to do some comparisons, it really screws me because I move somebody and then we're screwed, right? Then we come home and what is it? There's like thousands of them on the ground. Whatever.
Yeah,
So, yeah, I mean, kind of a big, it's kind of a bummer that it is the exact same figure, the exact same effect pieces. Which I do like these effect pieces, so you know I'm kind of okay with that. But it would have been nice to do something a little different, you know, because you did just give me this figure not too long ago, and you know I'm gonna say that all the time, but yet I still buy these.
Yeah, look who bought it.
I know. I do. I wanted this Build-A-Figure, though. I will be honest with all of you. I probably would not have bought any of these. The only one I might have bought was this one. If there was no Build-A-Figure. So, but as you can see, I mean, it is the exact same effects. The only difference is the color of the effects.
Yeah.
This one is yellow. This one is blue. I actually like the blue better to me. But they did come. He has a flat hand. He didn't get a flat hand. He got kind of an open. And then they both have fist hands. So, but other than that, I mean, they are pretty much exactly the same. Not a huge difference. I actually like these effects better. I think this one's better. I don't hate this one, but I think the red one is better for me. So... but that's just my opinion, which I was actually super excited for this blue one. And I don't know, just the fact that it's exactly the same kind of irritates me. Can we get him to stand like that? Oh, heck no. Heck no. I hate these bases. I cannot ever open them like... first shot. Sick. Cool. There that is. We're going to do this real quick. So yeah, I mean, with this wave, like I said, after getting it as well, I don't know how many of these I'm going to keep. And I also don't know... yeah, I probably would not have bought any of these if the Build-A-Figure was not part of it. I don't know if he's going to stand like that. I'll just switch up the stance. So, there you go. So, obviously, he's not part of the wave, but he is Wally West the same. So, pretty cool. I don't know. This isn't my favorite wave at all, but, you know, it's great. It does come with quite a bit of effects. Comes with, you know, 4 different flashes. So if you're a huge Flash fan, I think you'll like it. I don't have much, like, terrible things to say. I just don't think it's amazing to me. So there you go. Well, actually, no, you can stay right there, Wally. All right, but I said stay right there, Wally. So this is why I got
That's
the
all
wave.
the room you're gonna give me?
Yep. I'll move him over. Well, we're probably going to have to move a bunch of stuff anyways because I have some more comparisons to do. I'm really pissed I took him off over there. He's not going to stand for me ever again. So here's the Build-A-Figure pieces. This is what I am excited for. So here we go. Let's do the legs first. So you have... see... that sucks.
Doesn't have joints?
It does. It's like Man-Bat. So... wow. What the heck? Okay, he's not going to stand. That is so weird. So you can see the legs. Look how different they are as far as like the pose. And when I said he is like Man-Bat, these don't go up at all. They bend this way. That's as far as they go. So he's kind of like Man-Bat's knee. He's gonna be crouching. But what I'm saying is he's gonna have to be on a stand. There ain't no way he's gonna stand probably. So there they go. You do get the foot joint, which is super nice, and I do like that these are almost translucent and they do look pretty cool. So there's his legs. As you can see, they are different though. This one bends that way. That one bends like that. So here are the arms, which I'm glad they gave him some open hands and not fist hands because it's, ooh, he's reaching for you, you know? So there's the arms. These are a little bit different as well. The hands look pretty close to the same. This one may be a little more clawy than the other one. I really like these effects trickling off, which is really cool. Same thing. That bends like that, which is interesting. No bend that way. If you try to bend these, they're going to snap. I can feel it like crazy. He does have a wrist joint, so they can bend that way, and they can go up, which is cool. But you only have one motion to bend. So yeah, this one, same thing, and same thing. So I'm really curious how this guy is going to stand. Because also, I noticed this when I pulled it out. Here is the torso. Okay?
Okay.
But do you see how bent it is?
Yeah.
He is going to be hunched over like crazy. So like I said, this is probably one that is going to have to go on a stand.
Have some confidence.
He does, I guess, have an ab crunch. Nothing crazy. It can move around like that as well. All right. Thank you.
It opens.
Thank you. Here is the face. I think the face looks fantastic. I'm a little irritated that this is bent as well, but it is what it is. I love that they kept the face a little translucent as well. But when I saw this in box, I was really pissed because I thought this mouth did not open. It does, which how cool. I mean, that looks so much better. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. So while she shows you that, I'm going to start putting this guy together. Oh, Lord. Ugh, this is going to be a pain. That is weird. I don't know if I'm going to like this.
No?
That's so weird. These joints are very interesting. That one went in fine. I don't know if this one's not going in very nice. I got just a bum Build-A-Figure in general. There we go. Okay, it's kind of hard to put in because as you're putting the legs in, this torso wants to like separate down here, which is super weird. I know it's kind of hard to see, but do you see how it's separated? It wasn't like that until I put the legs in. Also, there's pieces on the legs that have to go under, so you have to make sure that those go under. He's going to be really tall, though. Let's see. He doesn't come with those circle pieces like most of the other Build-A-Figures, which is kind of interesting. And it's probably because he's kind of like lanky and stiff. I would be very careful putting these arms in though, because I felt like I was going to snap him. He is going to be huge though. I'm actually pretty excited now that I see this start coming together. Okay. Oh. He's actually pretty... Like I said, you're going to have to be super careful. This dude is skinny. Oh, man. No, he's pretty cool, though, I will say. Oh, no way. Oh, no way. Look at that. Oh. So, let's see if we can actually... That's crazy. I honestly did not think he would even have a chance to stand without a stand. I mean, I'm gonna probably have to use a stand, and for some of you are saying, well, his feet aren't flat. Yeah, you can't get his feet flat. Like, these don't bend back. His knees are always gonna be bent, which is kind of a bummer, but I'm not gonna be able to get him to stand. I had him for a boom. Look at that. He's really cool looking. Whew, I don't know. As far as paying for a Build-A-Figure, I don't think the quality of this guy is fantastic. His limbs are super skinny. I feel like I could break him super easy. I feel like if you put him together, you might break him. But I love
Open the mouth.
the look. I will. We're
Oh,
saving
sorry.
that. I love how he looks. I think he looks really good. And you know what? We're going to do this.
Hold on, it's going to take him 15 minutes to put him in this pose on the box.
No.
Oh, you're not doing that?
I'm just going to get a
The
stand
stand.
so I can move him around easier for you.
How are you going to pose him? When you...
I kind of want to pose him like he
that?
is on the box. We will probably end up trying that here in a second. But he does have peg holes, which is nice, in both feet. But you saw, I did get him to stand. It's just going to be a little difficult. So here is his side view. You can just tell he's just super hunched over. I love how it looks, though. I'm really a big fan. What would have been really cool is if they would have made him glow in the dark. This would have been a perfect figure to glow in the dark. Now, I know he doesn't glow in the dark in the comics, but how cool would that have been? Would have been really awesome. There's not much detail, but yet there is. There's little things all over. His spine you can see, even with all these things coming out. He looks like a symbiote to me, which is really cool because I like symbiotes. But just the little frails everywhere. And it's crazy because as I was taking this out of the box, I wasn't a fan of the pieces by themselves, obviously, But once you start putting it together and you can see him, he looks really cool. And I do really like it. I like the hands. I like the face. Only thing, I wish those knees would bend better. I really do. Just so you didn't have to have him hunched all the time. You could kind of pose him like Slender Man, just straight up, which would be really cool. And again, thank goodness. I would have been really upset if this mouth didn't open. The only thing I will say is it doesn't stay open great, like it will, but it kind of wants to shut because there's not really a huge joint there. It just kind of, you just push it down and that's it. But I really, really like it. I think it looks really cool. And for me, this was worth the wave. It's better than all these figures. I will say that. And that's just me personally. I like it. So really, really cool. So before I try to get him in a crazy pose, I thought he was going to be like one of the taller ones, and he probably is. But because he's hunched, it's going to be a little different. So there is Megafig Necron. So he's about, I forgot how tall this dude was. He is the same size if he wasn't hunched. And again, like I said, you can't bring him up. He can hunch more, but he can't more. So the only way I'd get him to stand straight up is if he's leaning back like this, which obviously we're not going to do. But he is there. And you can see, though, his arms, though, are crazy long with these legs and everything. So when you look at his arms compared to Necron's arms, his arms are like double the size. So there he is next to Necron. Here he is next to Atrocitus, the last Build-A-Figure that came out from a wave. And he's a lot bigger than Atrocitus. Not thick-wise, but skinny-wise, he is a lot bigger. Tall-wise, jeez. And skinny-wise, he is a lot bigger as well. So there he is there. And then the last one, I brought in the Merciless, which is tiny compared to this guy. I mean, not beef-wise, obviously, but tiny compared to this dude. So he's huge. He's really, really tall, which I do really, really like. And I think it looks really good. So that's pretty cool. I'm not disappointed with the Build-A-Figure. Let's see if we can actually get him in that pose. Last thing we'll do today. That is the pose I want to get him in. Right there. But, I don't know. Yeah, pretty much, right? See, but I don't know how he is going to stand. Just be careful when you bend these arms. Make sure you are bending at that joint because he's going to snap. So he's pretty easy to get in that pose, but I don't think he's going to stand. Yeah, he's not going to stand like that. And he
You know,
needs
his
to be...
hand is touching the ground.
Oh, it is. That's kind of a good idea. Thanks, Stu.
Need his legs wider out, like a frog.
Yeah.
Not quite.
Yeah, I know. But you get the gist. He does look kind of cool like that. I will say it will be pretty cool for you to kind of have him like this. He's actually a pretty good figure, I think, to kind of pose like he's crawling because he is so hunched. But I do... See, the only thing, though, you can't even get his like head high enough up. That's a little better. It looks really cool, though.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually super... I really like this guy. I think it's pretty cool. I think he would make some really cool pictures, and his face is awesome. I love the color that they did on the face. I really do. I love the yellow and the white in there. It just makes it pop because since this is all just one color, it just makes it look so cool. So there it is. Woo! The Darkest Knight Wave. Boom. There it is. So lots of flashes and the Darkest Knight. So... like I said, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of really any of these figures except for the Build-A-Figure. I don't think they're bad. I'm not dissing them. I'm not saying they're bad or anything. They're just nothing amazing to me. Honestly, if I was going to pick one that I like the most, it's probably Kid Flash. I really like his outfit and everything. I think he looks great. This one's not bad either. Whatever the heck his name is. And Wally West would probably be my favorite if we didn't already get this red one, which I think is a little better because I like his effects better. This Flash, Barry Allen, kind of a disappointment for me. But this dude is sick. I like him. I really do. He's kind of cheap for a Build-A-Figure, just how he feels, but I do really like him. So you guys will have to let me know if you're going to get this wave or not. Is it worth it? It depends on how bad you want this Build-A-Figure. I think if you want this Build-A-Figure, maybe see if someone will just sell you the Build-A-Figure, but I feel like 9 times out of 10, people are going to buy this wave for the Build-A-Figure and not these guys. I feel like you're going to see a lot of these on people trying to get rid of them, which I might as well. So, yeah, so that's it. So, thank you for joining us on this beautiful Saturday. And like I said, we will be back tomorrow with some really cool stuff. I'm actually super, super excited tomorrow. More excited tomorrow than I was for today. And you'll see why, because I'm going to be a kid again. It's awesome. And yes, follow us on Instagram. Link will be in the description below. Yeah. Please like, comment, and subscribe. We're almost there. And I hope you have a fantastic Saturday. I hope you had a great week. And that's it. Thanks for stopping by. And as always, collectors never stop collecting.